Allegiance.
Okay, if we can do it with, stand up, why not? I pledge allegiance
Pledge
to
allegiance
the
to
flag of
to
the
the flag
United States of America
of the
and to the republic
and to the
for which it
republic
stands,
for which
one
it stands,
nation,
one
under
nation,
God,
under God,
indivisible,
and
with
indivisible,
liberty and justice for
justice
all.
for all. Thank you. So next we have a roll call.
Ratan Chaudhary,
Yes.
Guy Haas,
Present.
Anbao,
Present.
Albert Alcorn,
Hmm,
Commissioner Alcorn, Commissioner Nair,
Present.
Commissioner Lay,
Present.
thank you.
Okay, thank you, Daniel. Then seating of the alternates, do we have any alternate present? Looks like not.
We do have Commissioner Lay present, Mr. Chair.
Okay. So Commissioner Lay, welcome to the committee.
Thank
Commissioner,
you.
did we have any more alternates, Daniel, or that's pretty much it?
That's correct.
Okay, thank you. Okay, next item is approval of the agenda. So can I have the motion to approve the agenda?
So moved.
Okay.
Oh.
Any seconds?
Okay.
Okay, thank you. Okay, next we have approval of the meeting minutes from the last meeting, February the 22nd.
Mr. Chair,
Yes,
I believe in our last meeting, we actually skipped over the approval of the meeting minutes for January 25th meeting, special meeting.
okay,
So we had Commissioner Bao, Chair Chowdhury, and Vice Chair Haas present.
mhm.
So if three of you could approve the minutes for that meeting, that would be great.
I move
Okay.
So
to,
moved.
Okay, I second that.
And we can move on to the second, the February 22nd meeting minutes right here.
Okay, I approve that. I
I
have a,
second.
thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, Chair, can we do a roll call for the vote?
Yes.
Okay, so for approving the February 22nd special meeting minutes, Chair Chowdhury,
Yes,
Vice Chair Guy Haas,
Aye.
Commissioner Anbao,
aye.
Commissioner Rajni Nair,
Aye.
and Commissioner Lee.
Aye.
Thank you. We have 5 ayes, Mr. Chair.
okay, thank you.
And Chair, for the record, Commissioner Alcorn has just joined.
Okay, thank
All right.
Okay, next item is public forum. So if you have any member in the audience, they are invited to address the commission on any subject not on the agenda. They must state their name for the record and limit their remarks to 3 minutes or less. Do we have anybody in the public forum who would want to speak up?
Yes, we do.
Can
Mr. Chair, we have Arvish Kumar Mehta.
Okay, Mr. Mehta, you have 3 minutes, please. Daniel, you can probably start the time. Mr. Mehta?
Maybe he's muted.
Yes, thank you very much. I just received the answer. So first of all, good evening to all the chair, vice chair, and all the commissioners. I wanted to mention about the forthgoing Science, Technology, Innovation Commission meeting, and as a public speaker, I wanted to mention that when there is any legal matter or when there is any particular matter that's regard to with the city of Milpitas, whether that would be a civil, criminal, family, any sort of a legal matter that is ongoing with the representative or a commissioner of the Science, Technology, or of Innovation Commission or any respective commission within the city of Milpitas, I request the chair and a vice chair to have the commissioner be representing the committee, be informed that with such a legal matter, so that they continue to constitute that what are the laws that is required to be followed up as a part of a legal matter that is ongoing with the specific jurisdiction. So that's how the commissioners or the respective official continue to perform their duty, and as well as make sure that the committee is aware of their present and as well as the ongoing contribution within the city of Milpitas. Other than that, sir, I wanted to mention about that I will be as a part of our ongoing projects. There are 4 projects that's currently ongoing with the city of Milpitas. One is the general master plan update. Another one is the task plan. Then there is a Milpitas Metro development plan, and then there is a 4th which is ongoing with the Arts Commission to update the bike trails and as well as recreational facilities within the city of Milpitas. I request and I also suggest and recommend that Science, Technology, Innovation Commission, the project plan that has been ongoing since January 2019, and the projects that has been accomplished, also along with that, the another 5 projects that has been added to the Science, Technology, and Innovation Commission. Those projects are required to be added as a master plan projects within the Science, Technology, and Innovation Commission. And I also suggest that to the city staff to take up all the projects and allow the Science, Technology, and Innovation Commission to continue to evolve and provide more advice in terms of creating a science, technology, innovation master plan for the city of Milpitas. It is important to make sure that the projects continue to be followed up, and as well as a master plan document be created such that all the projects we continue to align with the open government bylaws. Also, I wanted to make sure about that every officials continue to update the chair and a vice chair with regards to the specifics of the meeting, and as well as any changes that is going to be transpiring within the structure of the city of Milpitas Commission, Science, Technology, Innovation Commission. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Mehta. Do we have any other speaker in the public forum?
That was the only speaker available today. Thank you.
Okay, so that's noted.
Mr. Chair, just for the record, Mayor Tran just joined us.
Okay, welcome, Mr. Bat. So, okay, if you can show the agenda again, Daniel, we'll go to the next item. Okay, next item is.
I'm sorry to interrupt. Thank you for the welcome, Chair. I am here. Great to see everybody.
Thanks, Mayor Tran. Good to see you too.
Mhm.
Virtually. Next item on the agenda is announcements from commissioners. Any updates from any commissioner? So looks like we don't have any announcements, special announcements. we'll go to the next item, which is a business item for the work plan updates from the commissioners. I would request the commissioners to provide any update on whatever has transpired in the past month, but their area of responsibility. So probably perhaps I will start here. For the odor monitoring in Milpitas, I had contacted the Bay Area Air Quality Management District. And I did ask them about the odor monitoring in the past 3 to 6 months around the city of Milpitas. And they sent me an Excel file after multiple requests. So I would like to show that to the commissioners. It's a long Excel file, will not go through each and every item. But once Daniel puts it up on the screen, we can see what they have found for the odor monitoring in the city of Milpitas.
Mr. Chair, can you see the Excel spreadsheet? I believe it's being shared right now.
No,
I don't
cannot
see it yet.
Let me see if I can share that one more time. Let's see. There you go. Still not showing up, Mr. Chair?
Not yet.
Nope,
No.
just saying it has started screen sharing.
Okay. Try that one more time here. Seems that I may be having some internet problems here. Let me see.
Wouldn't be the first time.
Still saying it's trying to share?
Yep.
Okay. Okay. So here.
So I think it just came through, I believe.
Is it visible now?
Yes, I did see it, then disappeared for a second.
I haven't seen it.
Okay, let me
Oh, you haven't
I don't
seen
see
it?
it.
So let me forward this over to Mike, and maybe Mike's screen might be working. I apologize for the technical problem. Mike,
Ah, there we are.
Ah. there you go.
So everyone can see that right now, right?
Mhm.
So they sent me a lot of data beginning October of last year. And basically, if you see that on column, first column A, there is a date, and column C is type of odor, column D is type of odor, and next column is unconfirmed or confirmed, and then column F is site, column G is site name, and column H is the address and city, of course. So I did go through that, and looks like most of the odor is coming from 1601 Dixon Landing Road, which is the newbie landfill site. And if you look at column D, it's all kinds of odor, basically garbage, bad smell, and things like that. So, I told them that, around McCarthy Ranch area, especially at night, evening and nights, whenever I go there, I do smell very acrid air. So that's why I had requested this data from them, and this is what they sent me. So looks like the main culprit here is newbie landfill site. And depending on the air, wind, and all that, sometimes the smell is pretty bad at McCarthy Ranch, sometimes it's a little bit less. but looks like most of the odor is coming from that site. So this is just data. I haven't done anything with the data, but I don't know what we can do going forward. But I did communicate on the side also with Commissioner Alcorn, and we'll probably come up with some kind of plan to address this going forward. So I'll be communicating privately with Commissioner Alcorn on this one also to see what we can do in the future to mitigate this situation as much as possible.
Chair, just a question, because city staff also presented on this. So have you collaborated with city staff?
No, I just came in. This, again, as I mentioned, this came after several requests. I had to call them many times. I have not done that, but I'll do that. I myself and Commissioner Alcorn will coordinate with the city staff and move forward on this one. Okay. But that's a good input, Commissioner. Okay, any questions on this one?
Could I suggest that we give them a list of values for column D so that we don't have capital G garbage, lowercase g garbage, and so forth, that they pick a consistent label so that we would be able to sort on that?
Yeah, okay, thank you.
Mhm.
Okay, any more questions on this?
Line 37, column D is strong. That's kind of big.
Correct. So as I mentioned, I guess most of the time when I go to McCarthy Ranch in the evenings and night times, the air is pretty acrid or foul smelling.
Yep.
I try not to go there in the evenings. Sometimes I have for medicine or something. But this tells you the intensity of the odor as well as what kind of odor we are getting. So
yep.
Obviously the main culprit is the landfill that we have at Newbie site.
Yeah, it looks like column D
Questions?
can be, yes, it looks like column D ranges from something very specific to something very general.
Correct.
But
Was
at least we
this,
have the data. Yeah.
We have, this is quite a bit of data and this is good. And this basically also ascertains that the root cause is probably the landfill, which is probably not a big surprise, but this is good data.
Are they capturing any actual chemical identities rather than just these subjective garbage and strong and eggs and so forth?
I wanted to get that and I did talk to them, but this is all they could give me. But I remember the presentation that they did about 6 months ago, as Commissioner Nair mentioned, there was a lot of data in terms of chemical signature and intensity from various monitoring and sensors they have around in Milpitas. But I think if you look at all this data, it all ties into that kind of data that sensors have. So this will basically register as hydrogen sulfide gas or some kind of chemical or something. Because if you look at column D, it's all kinds of stuff basically.
You think
So
there's
depending on the day.
tour of one of the sites?
Sorry, Daniel?
Do you think is there a way we can take a tour of one of the sites?
I think we'd like to request that, and I think they should be able to grant that. We'll have to talk to Newbie Landfill Management, I believe, Commissioner Alcorn. But that's a good, that thing came to my mind. And one thing also which came to my mind is that I don't know if they can do any, when they pick up the garbage and really bad garbage from somewhere, if they can do any pre-processing to mitigate the smell when they bring the garbage to the landfill. If they can pre-process and reduce that smell or odor, that will also help a lot. And there are chemical processes to pre-process anything to be able to reduce the intensity of this odor. Maybe they should look into that, and maybe we can push them to look into that and do something about that.
I mean, Chair, just be aware that since it's so close to the bay, there's a lot of regulatory requirements for Clean Water Act that they would have to comply with. So,
Correct.
whatever they're familiar with.
Correct.
But I think as long as city staff is in the loop on this, they might be aware.
Correct. So what some cities do is for pre-processing, they take the garbage, really bad garbage somewhere else and let the thing dissipate, the odor dissipate before they bring it to the landfills. I've read about that. In that case, they don't have to do any chemical processing. They just have to age the garbage somewhere else, far away from cities and all that. But that will add to the cost and things like that. So there are some methods. I don't know how far along they will go, but I think from the city side, I don't know what we can do, but we are definitely getting affected by these guys while these guys are basically running a business. And hopefully they will be able to come and meet us halfway in between somewhere. I don't know. Okay, so that's my investigation on this thing over the past month on that particular work plan item.
One thing I'd like to do is get some specs on the equipment so we can find out what kind of raw data is coming out of the equipment. And it looks like column D is subjective, not determined by the sensor itself.
Correct. So Commissioner Alcorn, that's a good point. I think this sensor data that was presented to the commission about 6 months ago was very specific in terms of monitoring, measurement, and all that. Type of chemical, intensity of the chemical, the wind rate, and all that. So I think we'll have to, as Commissioner Nair mentioned, I think we'll have to work with the city staff to see if we have, for this particular time frame, how this ties into the sensor data, if the sensors have been measured during this course of time, and if there is any relationship between that and the sensor data. So that's the next thing we can do, and I would like to request your help on that, and you have offered for that, so thank you for that. So we'll work on the sideline and update the commission next time on what we find. Okay.
Chair, may I provide an update on the community Wi-Fi?
Please.
Okay, so Commissioner Lee and I have been able to evaluate a lot of great data that city staff provided. This is with the help of Ron Long from the GIS group. And so right now, where we are, there is still some additional information that we do need to obtain, but I'm not sure if this is appropriate to motion, but we're at a point where we want to collaborate with city staff to have a better direction as to, how next steps. Also, just the level of data, what's private, what's public, so that the public is aware of what information we're proposing. And then lastly, what we wanted to do was submit a survey to better assess the connectivity, the level of service for the communities that are in need, or not necessarily in need, but just to kind of better understand the demand. And then also the quality, if those residents that do have broadband, how is their quality? So Daniel and Mike, I'm not sure how we're new. So if that's a motion that we need to submit, just please advise us.
Yeah, hi, this is Mike. Yeah, so as far as the commission or just working, this is already the work on the work plan, so you don't really need another motion.
Okay.
But in terms of discussion with staff on the data sensitivity or what fields to be included for that external map that Ron provided, we can definitely go through that and work with you and Commissioner Lay with that.
Okay.
And then as far as the survey, if you already have it, and we can advertise it on our city website and through our constant contact mail out as well, so we can
Okay.
probably discuss that as well to assist commissions on that process as well.
Great, thank you. That's great. Thanks, Mike.
Right.
Okay, thank you, Commissioner Nair and Mike. Do we have any more updates on any other work plan?
I'll just do a brief update on terms of what some of our projects and the CAT upgrade that Daniel's going to provide next month. And that's a good time because next month in April, we will wrap that project up. That's a major upgrade. We're moving all the new servers and everything else to somewhat of a cloud, the next step into cloud, which allowed us to do snapshots and prevent it from ransomware and all that, protected against ransomware. So moving into an environment where we can actually provide redundancy, quick restore, just keeping it up and running. So Dan's going to provide a presentation on that next month. And then we also received a quote, kind of like an initial on our disaster recovery and business continuity plan. So as part of the CAT upgrade, that comes into part of that whole big environment of doing a disaster recovery, business continuity. So really dig deep down and get all the resources necessary. So if there's a major disaster and stuff like that, we're able to quickly recover from that. I mean, with this COVID this last year, that kind of, it's not really a major disaster in terms of technology, but it did allow us to really pivot quickly to allow staff to work remotely and online because of all the preparation projects that we've done in the past. And the CAT upgrade is kind of one of that next step in terms of moving to that next level of backing up and having a robust infrastructure. So, but I can send out that quote and for commission can provide feedback in terms of that outline, in terms of what the consultant's willing to do. And then we're open to take any feedback on that disaster recovery plan.
Thank you, Mike.
Hey, Mike, can I get a update on the public service radios at a future meeting?
We can definitely, that has successfully been implemented. I'm glad you're welcome back, Chair, Commissioner Alcorn. We can ask staff to bring a big presentation back, but we went live last December. So it's been going live like almost a year now.
Okay, that's cool. Are the old radios still up or did you shut them down?
They were keeping that running in parallel, but we have not been needing that. So they did keep it around for a while just in case. But ever since we switched to pull the plug, we have been running on that radio.
Were there any issues in the cutover?
No issue.
Okay, cool. Thanks.
Would you like commission can vote? We can put that on the next or future agendas to have a deeper presentation.
I would like it, but I'll defer to the rest of the commission.
Yeah, let's go for that. That will be educational for the commission as well. So Mike, Daniel, let's vote on that. And I'm aye for that.
Yeah, we can go ahead and put that item on towards the end where future agenda items.
Oh, I see. Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Okay, thanks.
Okay, I think, Daniel, I think also I think it would be useful or good if we flash that work plan. And I know I did talk to Vice Chair Haas and he offered his help on one of the work plans.
Mhm.
Who relieved me because I had signed up for a lot of them. I basically want to make a positive contribution. If I sign up for too many things, I will not be able to do a justice to any of them. So I wanted to free up some of my time, and Vice Chair Haas signed up for one of them. I don't remember what that was, but
Gee, I hope Daniel does because I don't either. Wait a minute. No,
I
that's a
believe it
different.
was 5G implementation, Mr.
Oh, cool.
Chair.
Okay.
yes. So I think, yeah, if I would like to see the names also of the commissioners who have signed up for these things.
Yes. So,
So no, the names are on the minutes from the last time.
yes.
Yeah, but
we-
they're
yeah, but we missed some people. Yes.
not as
Yeah,
amended. Yeah.
Yes. So we should make this part of the agenda. I think we should have this section.
Right.
We should have all the items listed under work plan,
Work plan items. We'll
Yes.
definitely do that in the future.
so that we have it in our face every time we have this commission meeting. Otherwise, people like, even myself have a tendency to forget things. So, so it was 5G for Commissioner Anbao and Commissioner Haas now.
Right. So 5G. Yeah, there's no update this time.
Okay, thank you. And the odor thing we talked about, myself and Commissioner Alcorn. Traffic congestion is myself and Commissioner Nair. Do we have any update on traffic congestion? There is no update from my side. I don't know if Commissioner Nair has any update on this thing.
No, sorry, Chair. I didn't connect with you. So
Yeah, so I think what I was going to mention here, I have approached Caltrans on this issue. What I was thinking, Commissioner Nair, is to approach BART and maybe find out what their next 5-10 year plan is for our area. I know they have come up all the way to Milpitas, but what their plan is going forward for the next 10 years, if you can, pursue them, try to talk to them and see if find out anything from them, that would be good. And in the meantime, I'll try to approach Caltrans also again, because traffic is building up in the Bay Area again.
definitely in 2 or 3 more months.
Yes. Yes. And our goal number 5 is IT project, which okay.
Right. And yeah, and on
updated us on
5G,
that.
right. And on 5G, I know that Mike and Daniel, I think they have an update on the recent Microsoft Exchange Outlook attack. And
Thank you, Commissioner Bao. Daniel, would you like to do that, or you want me to go ahead?
Please
brief?
go ahead, and I will add additional items if there are additions.
Okay, so Commissioner, so on the Exchange attack, currently that is only affecting or impacting customers who have on-site Exchange server. The city of Milpitas, we do previously have Exchange servers hosted on our premise, but since about 2.5 years ago, we have migrated to the Office 365 Exchange. So we were not impacted by the breach or the attack on Microsoft Exchange server. So that was only impacting customers who have the Exchange server on site and are currently running mailboxes through that Exchange servers. In total, it's impacting about 250 customers, 250,000, sorry, not 250. So it's a big attack, it's a big impact, but just to, again, let Commission know the city of Milpitas was not impacted on that.
Okay, that's good to know.
Any other question on that? But yeah, I mean, it was pretty bad, similar to the couple months ago regarding the SolarWinds attack. That was pretty bad too, where the hackers were able to get into the impacted customers' network without really being identified, being know about it until They were saying over a year later. So it's a pretty long for somebody to be inside your network. So yeah, this is it's not stopping. Every day you're just hearing some bad news left and right.
So-
And that's why at the city, we focused on a lot of our projects is on cybersecurity, on enforcing or bringing our infrastructure. So if there's anything, we're able to recover. So even though you try your best to protect, but the ultimate protection is really the ability to recover 100% and fast. I'm sorry, Chair, I think you had a question.
Yeah, the solar wind thing was somehow connected to the FireEye protocol, right? If I remember correctly, or
Yes, it is related. It's all the same, but FireEye was you can call they're the first company that kind of like come out to public about it, and then it spread pretty much,
okay.
pointing out what's the issue.
So recently, I haven't seen anything from them or anything in the media. I don't know what the latest is.
Unfortunately, the true impact, nobody's gonna really tell. I mean, it's like you don't really know the impact. Like ransomware, you would know if you get attacked because you will be either get notified to pay a certain ransom or that your network is down. But in this case, they're kind of taking your data without letting you know. So unfortunately, that's something that you might find out a year, 2 years later that, hey, this company data were breached or compromised. So it wasn't where they take down your network, but it's more of your data has been compromised.
I see. Okay.
It's good to know that we're protected.
Yeah. So keep doing a good job, Mike.
No, well, in that case, we were not a customer of SolarWinds, so we were not impacted either.
Right.
So.
Okay, any other item to be, any other questions on goal number 5 for IT?
Oh yeah, I guess I'd like to mention if any of you guys need a helping hand for these other goals, I'd be more than happy to help.
So one question I had for GIS, I think, do we have all the data with the city, or do we have to go outside the city to PG&E, for example, and things like that for all the underground assets that other people have?
There are
and all that?
privacy issues related to that, so it depends what exactly you're requesting.
I see. So we might not get all the information on this, all these assets underground.
So, Chair, to answer your question specifically on that project, that was to our work with our consultant, SOMAS. And what they were tasked to do was to review cities' data in terms of inventory, and then go out there in the field and field verified all the data. So they took about a year and a couple months, and we have received all the data. So right now, in terms of the whole city, wet assets, meaning underground pipes, sewer systems and stuff, they all have been verified and confirmed. And we do have inventory of that now. In terms of exposing that to the public, I think Commissioner Nair brought up in terms of privacy, some of those are protected from a federal level as far as water and those stuff, and we would not be able to provide those as a data that somebody can download in the open public, although we do have many open data resources that we provide to the general public for them to download and put it into GIS to do some mapping. But for those underground, we would not be exposing those.
I see. Okay, so that makes sense, but good to know that we have all the data and agree that we cannot expose that data. It's pretty critical. Okay. Any other questions on any item from Goal 5? So if no questions, do we have to move a motion to receive and file this item, Daniel and Mike?
Yes.
Okay. So I'd like to have a motion to receive and file this.
So moved.
Second,
Any seconds?
second.
Thank you.
And Chair, for this item, we do have a public comments raise hand. So if you would like, we can allow the public to make a comment.
Okay, let's limit it to 3 minutes or less. And please state your name before speaking.
Thank you very much. Again, this is Urvish Kumar Mehta, resident of City of Milpitas, and serving the Science Technology Innovation Commission. As a public speaker, I wanted to mention that about the technology projects that has been brought to the City of Milpitas. There are a few with regards to the City Council meeting agenda and as well as the project that has been approved. There has been a set of a software that has been approved by the city manager, and along with the projects that has been brought to the attention to the city council and as well as the Science Technology Innovation Commission with regards to the implementation, I think it is important to evaluate that what are the cost metrics, what are the project implementation and the scope of software that is being adhered to the city that is required to be implemented, that has to be provided as a part of a quotation to the Science Technology Innovation Commission. Hence, such that when any projects with regard to the cost specification that is being approved, so the chair, vice chair, as well as commissioner gets to decide that, what are the level of compliance, what are the level of federal, state, county, city compliances that is required, and the ordinances, there are applicable ordinances, they are going to be applied to the project such that the technology project implementation continue to be evolved. And as well as it is also equally important to make sure that when the projects are being approved by the specific commission or say, Science Technology Innovation Commission with regards to the number of votes, it's important to evaluate that, the cost matrix that is going to be derived over the course of, let's say, a 5-year or 10-year plan that continues to be updated as a part of a technology plan update for the city of Milpitas, and as well as to make sure that, to understand that, when any particular technology implementation is required to be implemented as per the federal and state standards, there are specifics, that is associated with the jurisdiction, that whether that particular project is a state level project or a federal level project. With regards to the federal level project, only certain contractors, certain employees, and as well as certain specific individuals as a part of a federal government officials only be able to approve those projects. And in order to approve those projects, those federal officials also required the set of standards and as well as the knowledge of those specification, is required to be updated. So I request the commissioners, chair, vice chair, as well as city staff to include those details in the project such that the chair and the vice chair get to the evaluation of the specifics that, how those projects are required to be updated and what are the jurisdiction that is applicable as a part of ordinance, local ordinances, or the state and a federal level ordinances laws that is applicable to it.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Mehta. Any other comment?
I do.
There are no other public comments.
Okay. Next we have, I think we have to, so Daniel, do we have to take the vote for approval of the agenda at this point, or we can do that later?
We can actually do that now. I
Okay.
believe we skipped over the item number 5, approval of agenda, and also
Oh, I
we
see.
had to do a roll call for the item number 9A, the work plan updates. We did get the motion in the second for the 9A, but we still need to do a roll call for that one. We can start that one first if you would
Okay.
like.
Let's do that. Yes, thank you. I apologize for skipping that.
Okay, so the item number 9A for the business item work plan updates. Ratan Chaudhary,
Aye.
Guy Haas,
Aye.
Anbao,
Aye.
Albert Alcorn,
Aye.
Rajani Nair,
Aye.
and Kevin Lay.
Aye.
We have 6 ayes, Mr. Chair.
Thank you.
And we can move to number 5, the approval of this meeting's agenda. If you could motion and second, please.
I move.
Second.
So that was
So-
Commissioner Bao.
Commissioner Bao moved it and it was seconded by Vice Chair Haas.
You
Okay,
should
I'll
have
do
a spelling correction for what it's worth. In the agenda, February 22nd has present R Howdry, not Chowdhury.
Okay, we'll make sure to correct that.
Good deal.
And I'll do a roll call for item number 5, approval agenda. Ratan Chaudhary,
Aye.
Guy Haas,
Aye.
Anbao,
Aye.
Albert Alcorn,
Aye.
Rajani Nair,
Aye.
Kevin Lee.
Aye.
We have 6 ayes, Mr. Chair.
Yeah, thank you, Daniel. You got all the names, so that's good. Okay, we have to see your screen, Daniel. What is next on the agenda?
Sure.
Future items.
Yep, there will be the item number 10, future items.
Future items. So future items, I guess we are going to add one more item, right?
Yes, Mr. Chair, we have a radio project update item, and also we would like to see if we can bring you a presentation on the 911 computer-aided dispatch system upgrade and the architecture changes that we're making.
Cool.
Okay. So do we have to take the votes for these?
Yes, we do.
Okay, so we can start with the radio project and then.
Okay. Ratan Chaudhary,
Aye.
Guy Haas,
Aye.
Anbao,
Aye.
Albert Alcorn,
Aye.
Rajani Nair,
Aye.
and Kevin Lee.
Aye.
We have 6 ayes, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Daniel.
And for the 911 CAD upgrade presentation, Ratan Chaudhary,
Aye.
Guy Haas,
Aye.
Anbao,
Aye.
Albert Alcorn,
Aye.
Rajani Nair,
Aye.
Kevin Lay.
Aye.
We have 6 ayes, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Daniel.
Okay, Mr. Chair, I believe my
Yes,
screen
go
sharing
ahead.
is again not working. So the next item is the liaison reports. I'm gonna.
Okay, thank you, Daniel. So I guess Mayor Tran, we would request you to say if you have anything for us. I think he's muted, Daniel. Mayor Tran.
Yeah, he may not be.
He's
We can-
probably muted.
Yeah, we can come back if he
Okay,
want, but Daniel, go ahead and provide.
Yes,
staff
please.
report.
Okay, so Commissioners, I believe we do have most of your photos. So, but if you have not submitted a photo to me, if you could do that, I would appreciate it. And
I
we'll
need to get a haircut. This is not the way it should be.
Well, look at mine.
Yeah, well, that's yours. I'm dealing with mine.
Thank you.
Hippies.
Yep, me too.
Okay. So next, I guess we can go to Mayor Tran and come back to him. And Mayor Tran, do you have anything for us today?
No, I don't have any new business today. I just want to take time here to thank each person on this commission. You all mean so much to me as really a neighbor of yours in town, even though we're in different neighborhoods. You know, I think everybody here, just individually, you each make me so proud to be a part of this city. And so I just do want to take a moment here to thank everybody. Thank you so much. And I'm always here as needed. Thank you very much for the time.
Yeah. Thank you for the kind words, Mayor Tran. We are really honored to have your support. Yeah. So next item is adjournment. Anything the commissioner wants to bring up before we adjourn the meeting? Okay, looks like we have not a little time check. I think we still have 8 minutes left.
Mhm.
So I'd like to make the motion to adjourn the meeting.
Second.
Yeah, thank you. So I think Commissioner Nair, I made the motion. Daniel and Commissioner Nair seconded it.
Okay, I will do a roll call, Mr. Chair.
Thanks, everyone, and stay safe.
Mr. Chair, I'll do a roll call for
Sure.
the item 12. So Ratan Chaudhary,
Aye.
Guy Haas,
Aye.
Anbal,
Aye.
Albert Alcorn.
Aye.
Rajni Nair,
Aye.
Kevin Lay.
Aye.
We have 6 ayes, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Daniel. Okay, so have a nice week and nice month, everyone.
Okay, see you next time.
Likewise, stay safe.
you.
Yeah, you too. Bye-bye.
Bye.